Hey Shakespeare, what are your thoughts about breathing and shooting?
To hold our breath or not hold our breath? That is the question.
Well, we're going to answer it today. All right, let's get into it, teammates. If you're like me, you've probably heard a bunch of times to shoot during your natural respiratory pause. And what does that mean? I'm breathing, exhaling. There's a pause there before I inhale again, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Natural respiratory pause, pow. Okay? That makes sense for long range shooting when there's so many little nuances that could mean whether you hit your target at a distance or not. That makes sense for long distance shooting. But it doesn't make sense if we're talking about competition shoot or a moving battlefield, high action packed shoot. You gotta breathe, man. You gotta breathe. If you don't breathe, you will not be giving your body the oxygenated blood it needs circulating throughout it. So your brain, your vision, your heart, and your concentration aren't negatively affected. And that's exactly what's going to happen. The first thing that's going to go if I'm not breathing properly is it's going to affect my brain. Okay? And what's that going to do? It's going to negatively impact my coordination and my movement. Those are the first things to go. The second thing that can negatively be impacted by me not breathing properly is going to be my vision, my ability to focus. What's important for me to focus on when I'm shooting? My front sight. I need to be able to focus on that. I don't want that to go to hell in a handbasket because I'm not breathing properly. Okay? The other thing that can happen with your eyes when you're not breathing properly and you're not getting enough oxygen circulated through your brain and your head and your eyes is you can not track properly, okay? Where my vision's gonna be jerky and I can't even track motion well. And I would need that vitally in a running, gunning battle, right? So I don't want my eyes to jerk. I want to be able to track. I want to be able to focus. Vision's important. Breathe, breathe, breathe. If I'm not breathing properly, my heart rate's going to go up because my body's saying to me, hey, I'm pumping faster because I need that oxygen. I need that oxygen. What are you doing to me? Okay? And when my heart rate goes up, your natural stress response goes up, okay? And you start to panic and you start to, and guess what can happen? Concentration starts to go away. You start to stress, you start to panic. And then that can negatively impact your judgment. If you're shooting and you're in a gunfight, you want to be able absolutely 100% to make the best judgment calls you can. I get it. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6, but I want to breathe, 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 so I know I should make this shot or not make this shot, so I don't find myself in a courtroom getting sued even though I lived, all right? Or something criminal happens to me because I didn't pay attention to where my shot was going to go after it hit that target, or if I missed that target, what's behind it or what's in front of it. You got to be able to make good decisions, and you have to breathe in order to do that, all right? So there is a solution, autogenic breathing, okay? What that is inhaling for 4 seconds, a count of 4. Holding it for 4 seconds. Exhaling for 4. Pausing at the lowest end for 4. And then repeat the cycle. Okay, doing that for 3 repetitions will help you calm down, relax. Breathing is so important, okay? Autogenic breathing. You can do this with practice while stuff's going on, while you're in the middle of it. The most important thing with this, and I use autogenic breathing in my professional life. If I'm getting ready to go do a presentation or I'm getting ready to present to some nosebleed corporate execs, okay? I will, before I hit that meeting, I will do autogenic breathing. for 4 or 5 cycles. It calms me down, lets me concentrate, lets me focus, and then I can go give that presentation or whatever I need to do. It helps me out in many ways. I use it quite often. But the most important thing is to breathe through your trigger pull. Okay, whether it's shooting competition or whether you're in a raging gun battle, you want to be able to breathe through your trigger pull. Breathe through your trigger pull. Wouldn't that suck if you trained yourself to where I can only breathe in my natural respiratory pause? There's my shot. There's my shot. Natural respiratory pause. There's my shot. Natural respiratory pause. That's not what we're training here in the new rules of marksmanship, right? My eyes pull the trigger. My eyes pull the trigger. So when I see that shot, if I'm breathing normal, there it is, pal. There it is. There it is, pal. There it is, pal. There it is, pal, pal, pal. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe through your trigger pull. All right? The other thing I want to say about autogenic breathing, it's super important. The way I do it, the way I visualize it, is I fill up my belly first. Fill up. And then here it comes up to my chest. So I get from my diaphragm, it feels like I'm filling up my belly with air. Then it comes here up to my lungs. Hold it. And then I reverse the process from my chest. And then here. It's important for me to exhale. When I exhale, I visualize my abs, my stomach sucking in and touching the back of my spine. And the reason I want to do that or visualize that is I want to get rid of any dead air in my body, in my lungs. I want to get rid of all the carbon dioxide in my lungs. Purge it and refill it with the fresh stuff. Okay? If I'm not breathing fully, all the way in and all the way out, you can make this a habit while you're sitting at your desk, your computer, watching TV, whatever. While you're driving, do this several times throughout the day. It's amazing how more clearly you will think when you breathe properly. We as people don't breathe fully all the time, and it adds to stress and health disorders and problems. Because we just don't breathe very well. We don't pay attention to it. We don't prioritize it. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good for life, good for shooting, good for concentration, vision, the right thinking, being in the right place, coordination, movement. So many things. We don't live if we don't breathe. Make it a priority. Autogenic breathing, good for prior to meetings, good for life, good for shooting. It's a beautiful thing, man. Hope you enjoyed this lesson. We'll catch you next time.